It's time for Tirade Tuesday on 95.7 FM and 710 AM KCMO.
Are you talking to me?
How dare you?
It's morning, so it's Monday.
That's right. Tirade Tuesday, 913-408-7957. The lines are open for you right now on KCMO Talk Radio, 95.7 FM. Line them up. Mark and John will take your calls, and we will put you on the air for Tirade Tuesday. Let's start in KCK. That is where Steven is. Go ahead, Steven. What's your tirade?
Oh, Pete, man, hit and lead off. The Blue Origin liberal dingbat space flight is just the gift that keeps on giving. Gail King lecturing us that we all have to do better after 11 minutes in high altitude. The FAA said they are not astronauts. They ruled that they were not up there in space. And something very interesting that happened, that Katy Perry is wondering if this is something that she should not have done, because she's losing ticket sales and she's losing popularity on the charts. So maybe something is changing. Gail better watch out. She's going to be one of these anchors. When they lose their salary, they have to resign, like Don Lemon and probably George Stephanopoulos. You know, Gail's got to get some self-awareness here. She's got to. I know thinks she's bulletproof because she's Oprah's best buddy, but the tide may be turning. I don't know if this is a tirade. This is maybe an encouraging tirade that Gail will join the ranks of all the fired news anchors who are losing their salary, like Hoda and Don Lemon, and then George stepping all over us. So
I prefer Snuffleupagus, but I get your point. Thank you, Stephen. Okay. I appreciate it. I don't know. I'm not sure, as you noted, and you came around on the end. I don't know what the tirade was. It sounds like you were more celebratory in nature, but either way, we'll take it. 913-408-7957. The phones are open on a Tirade Tuesday on KCMO. Let's go to Kevin in Prairie Village. Kevin, what's your tirade? Go ahead.
Good morning. Hey, I went to with the new federal ID to fly. I went to Kansas Drivers Bureau to get the new license, and I had all the materials I needed: driver's license, proof of where I live, all that information, birth certificate. First thing they asked me for was my birth certificate, which was my original one when I was born in Kansas City, Missouri. And the state of Kansas would not give me the new ID because my birth certificate did not say what gender I was born.
Are you kidding me?
So I have to go back down to Jackson County and get a new birth certificate stating what gender I was born.
Is that right?
Yes.
Holy smokes. Is this a new law passed in Kansas? Did you get any information on that part of it?
Apparently it's happened quite a bit. People will walk in with their birth certificate and won't say what gender they were born. I don't know how Jackson County is going to be able to interpret how they're going to figure out what gender I was born. If I just tell them, but apparently it happens when they're getting their licenses in Kansas quite a bit.
And let me ask you, if you don't mind, what year were you born, for people that may be wondering?
1974.
74. Okay. All right. So I wonder if there was a year when they started putting genders on the birth certificates.
Could be, but it was. I had it took me 2 weeks to get an appointment, walked in, and I was out of there in about 15 seconds when they said they couldn't do it for me.
Wow. Oh, man. All right, Kevin, thanks for the heads up there. I know that's valuable information for other people, and yes, it is ridiculous. Good stuff there. 913-408-7957.
In 1984, I had mail on mine because I just had to do the same thing as him, so I got mine.
So you got yours. Okay. All right. Good work there. 913-408-7957. Tirade Tuesday is how you join us and get in the mix right now. 913-408-7957. Whatever you got to get off the chest. Let's go to Justin, Prairie Village. Go ahead, Justin. You're on KCMO.
Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm kind of devastated because, the banks are making me pay back my house loan and my student loans. And according to Elizabeth Warren, this whole deal about the federal government making them pay their loans back for their student loans is punishing student loan borrowers by having to pay back the loans they took out.
Well, you're right about that. You're right about that. That is very much up Elizabeth Warren's alley, right?
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. I have my student loans, and I pay them every month because that's just kind of what I did when I went to school, and they're not fun, but you still got to do it because we're adults.
Yeah,
So
and you were not hoping the last 4 years that Joe Biden was magically going to bail you out?
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't hopeful he was going to, but I wasn't. If it happened, it was going to happen. I wasn't going to keep paying if he was going to do it. And once they finally overturned it, I was like, yeah, now we can make these payments because I don't know. I just didn't want to keep paying into something if the government's going to just come by later and just pay it all off. It's like that's a waste of money on my end. But they shouldn't be forgiving the student loans. We all took these loans out, and it's unfortunate that the colleges are just preying on all these young kids, telling them that there's all these jobs for, forestry management when that's not a real thing.
Well, you're right about
few
that.
Jobs of those.
You're absolutely right about that. No doubt about it, man. Well done. 913-408-7957. Tirade Tuesday in the books on KCMO Talk Radio, 95.7 FM, streaming on the KCMO Talk Radio app. We've got more coming up with you till 9 on KCMO.